generating jobs and exports, and of course for driving innovation into our economy. If it's anything like last year, the audience here is in for a real treat with a concentrated demonstration of innovation, passion and creativity.
I want to thank all the companies that threw their hat in the ring to be one of the Tech23 companies this year. We were very encouraged to receive more than 140 applications from around Australia, and whittling them down to the last 23 was not an easy task.
So we have space engineers who worked on the Hubble Space Telescope and the International Space Station. We have PhD level graduates from the University of Sydney in robotics. And we have decorated officers from Army and Air Force Space Command.
Two strategies. One is to beat people up with power management, imposed centrally. Number two is engage with people to help them save this stuff.
What I'm interested to know, Raman, is just a bit more about where you plug into, an enterprise and then how you make money out of the system. So if you can give us a bit more detail around that.
So I said, well, tomorrow, which is today, I'm going to be at this conference and there's going to be a whole bunch of entrepreneurs who are presenting a bunch of companies. And he said, like what? And I said, well, there's one called Brain Gauge and Cocoon Data and Solvexia, and then there's Controllabil. And so you'll notice my name is Bill. So there's sort of this silence for about 30 seconds, and he goes, Mom would really like Controllabil because she says you're sort of uncontrollable.
You said you had 100 deployments.
Yep.
Can you kind of walk us through some of the clients that you had, and how do you go about winning those clients?
How do you feel? So, through a serious test like this, we actually can measure how well people are coping with pressure.
How do you approach an enterprise, a large enterprise with a big ERP stuff in, and how do you connect things? And it seems like easier said than done to me, to be fair.
Yep.
And we're trying to do this in government. Let me tell you that you need a lot of traction to be able to get everything hooked up with that pop up, to get meaningful information, I'm saying.
Yeah.
This demo shows how quick and powerful the process really is. See how video trace translates simple tracing interactions on the screen into components of the 3D model.
So I just did the maths on that. So if I had a 13,000 acre property, I'd need 30 cell towers to cover it alone. Okay. I'm doing it real fast, but give me an idea. What would it be?
Three base stations conservatively will cover 50 square kilometres.
And from the waist up is a target dummy, that's what they're supposed to shoot at, that can sense when a round passes through the target. And it responds by dropping the target, and at the same time sends a message to all its buddies who scatter and run for cover.
Right, so if I don't know you and I want to send you a file,
Yep.
I can just do that. It's going to be secured in transit. And then what's the authentication process for you, the recipient?
One of the secrets of the technology is we've got open standards around authentication.
Just the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations. That's what we have here on the side of the book, is an area for conversations where students and educators can share notes.
So I was chatting with Martin before this morning at breakfast, and he was telling me about the business he's involved in, Redbubble, and he just his eyes light up and he's gets sparkly about how exciting it is and how much fun it is running the business, and you can tell he's passionate about it. And I get asked the time why I do what I do, and it's because I'm completely passionate about the software we produce. Like, what is it for each of you guys that makes you passionate about the business that you run at the moment? Because whether it's customers or staff or whatever, what is it that gets you out of bed every morning?
Just fast forward 2 years. Let's say you have a $10 million revenue stream. Yeah. Where will those revenues be coming from?
When this technology comes your way, what would you tackle?